What's up, guys? It's been a good little minute since I've seen you guys. A lot has changed, but yeah, I'm still here. But no, today I just want to talk about. I just wanted to say that America isn't the melting pot that the world makes it out to be. And if it's considered a melting pot to the rest of the world, I don't think for us here it doesn't go far enough. Don't get me wrong, I think the fact that you can find so many different types of people, different cultures all in one country, that's kind of cool. I mean, along with the fact that these people can sometimes adopt like the American culture, I think that's pretty dope. But I don't think that's for all cases. In fact, for the majority of the country, I think that's not the case at all. Um, I think this is how it is. Imagine this is America. I'm not an artist, so this is America, right? This giant circle. We're a melting pot. We're supposed to be all blended in, not have these borders and whatnot. But the way it stands, the way I see it, it's like we're all in here together, but we only are in here with our borders. You know what I mean? I'll kind of get back to that in a minute, but that's how I see it, right? And so I was trying to show you. Notice how we're segregated, you know. And I think as a country sometimes we do try. And I think a good example of this is Cinco de Mayo. Like, okay, so now I understand that this isn't everyone's culture, right? So that's not a holiday that everyone's gonna celebrate. But I mean, people can still support it. You know what I mean? Like, support your fellow countrymen, or I don't know. You don't have to go as far as to ridicule an entire culture just because you don't think it's fit to your own. I guess because we're all in here together, so I guess we're gonna have to learn to accept each other. But yeah, so not ridiculing, but like we can't refuse to accept the diverse people in our country. There's going to be diversity here, and it kind of kills me when I hear, that like just I guess in a broad sense, like racism towards all these people that are in the country. Like, but I digress. It sounds like I'm directing this to certain people, but I'm really not. It goes for everyone. I mean, like, it seems that all the cultures we have here, like, purposely seem to avoid each other. And it's almost a point of hostility. We kind of live in our melting pot with a thing called synthetic harmony, or like forced harmony. It's where we we try to live together, or we mesh together, but we don't really want to. I don't know. We tolerate each other. We don't harmonize. We just tolerate each other, right? And we tolerate each other until we get to a tipping point. Your people get to a tipping point, right? And when that happens, then the entire country is on edge, and everyone's gonna turn their eyes to like the news or something, right? And while they're doing that, they're gonna be all alerted, right? And then they're gonna hear something like, there was a shooting of a mosque or something, or it's been like a kidnapping of a young white child, like, or shooting of an African American male by police or something that'll rile that boiling point, like it'll make it shoot through the roof, right? And you know what happens to a pot when you leave it boiling too long, you know what I mean? And if that's the case, I think America is not gonna have a pretty bright future. And if that's how it is to the rest of the world, if that's considered a melting pot, then so be it. They can think that, cool. But I don't think it should be that way. And now I understand it's okay for us to have our cultural differences, right? Like, it's cool. We don't have to be the same, and I don't want us to be the same. I like different cultures. I like their differences, but we don't have to be hostile about our differences. We can learn to live. We can learn to live with them, or I guess at least respect them, if we want to move forward as a country together into like a more equal world. But that's just my thoughts. Hopefully, hopefully you can give me some feedback of your own. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys later. Peace.